Hi, and welcome to our CTWD podcast. We are excited to be with you today. I am Dr. Melissa Allen, and I am the director of the CTWD, which is the Center for Talent and Workforce Development. And I am here with my assistant director, Ladena Odom, and we'll let her introduce herself.
Well, good morning. Yes, as Dr. Allen stated, I am the Assistant Director for the Center for Talent and Workforce Development at Schreiner University. Yes, a very long word.
Yes.
Two very hardworking ladies.
That's
We're here.
right. We're here, and we are so excited to be talking about one of the new programs that we've established, and that is our real estate program.
That is exactly right.
Yeah, and so Ladena played a very key role in developing this program, and so we are excited to kind of talk to her about what that process was like and some of the things that happened and a little bit about our program. So let's just kind of start off right off the bat. Who are we talking to? Who's our audience? Who should be taking this real estate program?
Well, real estate is one of those things where you do not have to dive into it. And what I mean by that is any and everyone who has a passion to learn about the real estate industry is welcome to this industry. So it can be a full-on career, it can be a part-time gig, it can be something that's done over the weekend. So anyone that has a passion and wants to understand and learn about how real estate works, those are the individuals that need to be taking this course.
So it doesn't have to be, I'm going to stop everything else and make real estate my life. This can just be, I think I might want to try this and let's do it as a hobby and see what happens.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's exactly how I actually got into the field.
Oh, that's awesome. So tell me, there's a lot of real estate courses out there. Why is Shriners different? Why should people come to our program?
The reason why I feel and I know that Shriner's real estate certification course is different is we worked together on this course with several real estate professionals for about 1 year developing the program. And one of the individuals that initially worked on this program is no longer with us, had been in real estate for about 40 years and was an instructor. And so we partnered with our current real estate facilitator, which is Mrs. Ginger Unger. And one thing that we have consistently seen in the real estate industry is that you have a mass amount of individuals that have interest. And once their license is obtained, they do not have career support. They do not have coaching. They do not have mentorship. So they're kind of thrown into the deep end and don't know what to do. So it's like a day in the life of a realtor after the test. And so we worked really hard to create a competitive edge for our program to determine what needs need to be met for individuals that have obtained their certification and moved directly into a brokerage. And so one of the things that we have done is that we have ensured that our courses are packaged. So an individual who's interested in the real estate industry do not have to go and search out 6 different courses or 180 hours of coursework to try to fulfill that at different universities. One thing that we have is all 6 of our courses, this is included in our real estate pre-licensing package. We also have a very rigorous Q&A and live instruction. So we've combined this model and made it a hybrid model. So basically what it is we have online instruction and we have combined it with live instruction. And so we call that hybrid, and the reason being is because individuals have a life, so they need to have flexibility. They need to be able to control their schedule and at the same time be able to absorb the content. And when you get stuck, because in life you will get stuck as you're reading and trying to do these courses self-paced, we have access to an individual that is actively working in the real estate industry. And again, that facilitator's name is Mrs. Ginger Unger. After that, what we have set up is direct mentorship and coaching for individuals post-exam. And so what we've done is connected with local boards, especially the Kerrville Board of Realtors, so I'll give them a shout out this morning.
Yeah.
So we've worked with them to say, okay, once students come and take this course, they're able to pass the state national exam, what happens next? So we have created a bridge to say, okay, once you've done that, we're going to connect you with local brokerages and give you a mentorship package so that you're able to be set up to have a successful career into real estate. You're not just thrown and left without support.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you mentioned something that I think is super important. It does take 6 different courses in order for you to sit for that real estate exam. And so the cool thing is it is all 6 courses for one price. You know what you're getting into. It's all already packaged together in one place. You know that you're going to have the same support for all those courses instead of kind of piecemealing it together. So I think that that's key. If I was going to be taking it, I would want to know that, it was kind of all for one and what the base package was. You mentioned Ginger. Tell me a little bit about her, and you talked a little bit about her role, but dig into that a little bit more about how she supports this program.
Ginger is an excellent support, and I think that she's a key asset for this program. We talked to Ginger and actually brought her in. So again, I mentioned there were 2 individuals that initially started with me as we developed this course. And Ginger was brought in on the last end, and we were absolutely elated that she agreed to do this. Ginger has been into real estate for about 30 years,
Oh, wow.
and she has worked every every portion of real estate that you can think of. So she's been a residential agent. She has been a commercial agent. She's worked in development, and she is still consistently, she has a brokerage now.
And she's
Overseeing
taught before.
commercial agents, and she has been teaching for many years.
Yeah.
So to have someone, and the thing about this is you have instructors that have retired
Mm-hmm.
and they have ample knowledge about the industry, which is wonderful. But life, economy, things change. And so to have someone that can give you real world application now, that is
In the
key.
moment.
In the moment.
Yeah.
That is key for us.
Absolutely.
So we're very, very happy to have her a part of this program. We're figuring it all out. We have built this framework. Dr. Allen and I are both kind of
Yep.
watching this plane
We
be
are.
built and flying it at the same time. But she is definitely a key component to this program, and we're really looking forward to graduating some very successful real estate agents.
Yeah, and I think the first time I met Ginger, one of the first things I noticed is that she's just so passionate
Absolutely.
about it, and she really cares about the students. They're definitely a priority to her.
Absolutely.
And I just love that. The students that we have in there right now, they feel that as well. And I
Yes.
think that that's huge. When your instructor knows you, knows your name, knows about you, knows
Yes.
that what's going on in your life. Like
Yes.
it's easier to have those conversations and ask those hard questions when there's a relationship there.
Yes.
Which she works really hard to build, which I do think is kind of unique as well.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So we talked a little bit about this being a hybrid course. Tell me a little bit more about what does that look like on a daily, weekly kind of thing when I'm actually doing this?
Well, when an individual registers for this course, they're able to start coursework immediately. And after that, the course is set up so it is an ongoing or a rolling calendar. So anyone can register at any given time. Once they register, they have about 6 months or exactly 6 months to complete the curriculum. But with that, and the reason this course is a hybrid is because within that 6-month period, we do host live weekly Q&A sessions. So whenever someone registers for the course, wherever they are in the course, you're able to have access weekly to a live instructor to ask questions, to understand where you are, to maybe share, ideas that you want to go into within the real estate industry, which is what one of our students does now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, and Ginger does a great job with those.
absolutely,
she'll
there's
sit
so
down
many
and-
niches there, and so
Yeah.
you can absolutely discuss all of that during your Q&A sessions.
Yeah, and I think the first one that she held was almost like 3 hours because everybody wanted all their
Yes.
questions. So,
Yes.
Again, this is definitely designed with students in mind.
That is exactly
They
right.
really control this, and that's an awesome part of this. So the cost for this program is $1,580. Do I have to pay that all at once? Like, for some people, they're like, oh, that's $1,500. No big deal, right?
Yes.
Some people, they're like, oh my gosh, that's $1,500. Like, that would be a lot. So what are my options if I really want to do this, but I feel like $1,500 might be a little bit more than I could just dump out at once?
Yeah, Schreiner has tried to cover everyone. So, yes, if you're able to pay $1,500 at once, we say, hey, register today and let's start. We also have another option. If you're not able to do that, that is just fine. We do have a 6-month, 0% interest installment agreement available. So a person can actually register with a deposit and pay as they go and divide that into 6 equal payments.
Yeah, and that's awesome. So that gives you a little bit of an opportunity if you're like, oh, I need to try to save. If you don't have to try to save the $1,500, you really just need to try and save the deposit.
Yes.
Which is a little over $250. So that feels a lot better
Yes.
to say, okay, it's just $250 a month for 6 months, and I just need that deposit than trying to feel like $1,500 sometimes. It doesn't feel quite as overwhelming, at least to me.
Exactly right.
So when I'm done with this course, I sign up, I meet with Ginger, I do all the things, and I finish and I get all 6 of my certificates. Am I ready to go sell a house?
That is a great question, Dr. Allen. So just so we put things in perspective, once you finish your course curriculum and once you have completed your Q&A and your pre-examination studies, the next thing that you are able to do, and you must do, is register and complete a state exam and a national real estate exam. That is mandated by the Texas Real Estate Commission, which you will learn once you register for the course.
Okay.
Once you pass those 2 tests, then you are deemed a realtor, and at that point, you will roll into an inactive status until you select a brokerage. And so all of that will be covered during your sessions.
And that's where that mentorship kind of comes into play. When you're going through the class, Ginger's really, or whoever our facilitator is at the moment, that they're there to support you for that. The mentorship is going to kind of come into play once you're done, because I can't imagine, so I've taken the course and now I'm ready to do it. There's got to be that, oh my gosh, am I doing it right?
Absolutely.
Who can I talk to? Who can I make sure that, all the things I learned, I'm really putting into practice? That's really where that kind of comes into play.
That's exactly right. And if you're not somewhat freaking out after you pass those tests, then I would caution you to really step back and probably be.
Right, it's a little scary. It's people's lives.
It's a little
money.
scary. Yes, you're filling out your first contract. Am I doing this correctly? So that's one of the things that we've thought about is, hey, after your coursework is completed, after you've completed that test, then what? And so that's where Schreiner actually stands apart, because, again, we have created a mentorship with different brokerages to say, hey, we're going to take you by the hand. We're going to help you and give you a shadowing opportunity. So you're able to complete your first couple of sales, and you're able to feel confident when you're talking about people and when you are posed these questions that you have no idea because I forgot them. You have a mentorship that is there to support you.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And, it's one of those things. The cool thing about this program, and honestly about all of our programs, is really you can still work and do this. It's designed completely for working individuals because it's self-paced. Really, you can be a college student and we have some students right now who are getting their business degree, and they're also getting their real estate license at the same time. So you can be a student, you can be working, you can kind of do all the things. Really, the only requirement there is that you have a GED or a high school diploma, and then I believe the state requires you be at least 18.
That is correct.
In order to take that test. Am I hitting all the things you got to have?
You hit it, Dr. Allen. Yes, that is absolutely correct.
So now that we kind of know a little bit more about the program, I am totally ready to sign up. What do I do?
All right. You need to visit the Schreiner.edu/CTWD landing page and click on real estate and hit apply now.
All right. Awesome. If I have questions, what should I do?
Please reach out to the Center for Talent and Workforce Development. You can actually send us an email at workforce@Schreiner.edu.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you for chatting today about this real estate program. I hope that this was super informative and that everybody enjoyed our conversation.
Very cool. Thank you, guys.